Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, where we are back in the Azure Tree and I believe just before going to Mariabell and Mr. Grimwood. Off screen I leveled Vazi and Noel a bit because they were level 105 and the other were 113 and they caught up a bit. Not wholly, but a bit. Good, then let's go. Just a few more steps and we'll find KeA. And with her, the truth. It's time to steal our resolve and solve this case once and for all. Here's the lift. What is this? Is this everything that's happening throughout Crossbell right now? Nah, not just that. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm seeing bits of a past mixed in there too. Fragments of reality. Could all of these be causal nexuses across the entirety of space-time? I wouldn't rule anything out at this point. The Septarian of Zero, in its final form, the Azure Tree. What the? That was from when we infiltrated the Sun Fort. But why were Estelle and Joshua not with us? And what's wrong, everyone? It sounds as though you had some kind of vision just now. Yeah, but only for a second. I think I'm starting to understand what KeA's power truly is. Could you share with the rest of the class, Lloyd? Road to the farthest end. There's nothing more left to say. Shall we go, Lloyd? Right. Azure Tree, the farthest end. You're here. Oh, I'm glad you could join us. Welcome to the farthest reaches of our world, the crossroads of causality. Lloyd, Ellie, Theo, Brandy, Noel and Vazi too. Thank goodness, we thought we'd lost you. You okay in that, kiddo? Honestly, do you have any idea how worried we were? I'm sorry. I've been keeping things secret from you this whole time. I'm so sorry. So sorry for lying to you. Stop, you have nothing to apologize for. None of it matters to us as long as you're safe. Every kiddo keeps secrets from her parents, don't they? You're not any different. The real blame lies with the ones who used that to take advantage of you. Bell, Mr. Grimwood, what do you have to say for yourselves? Your anger is justified. I always knew you were hiding a pair of claws. But despite what you may think, we're only following KeA's wishes to the letter. Isn't that right, KeA? Is that what you're telling yourself? I never heard such a bold-faced lie, and you say it so confidently. Come on, kiddo. How about you hop on out of there, so we can talk this thing out? Yes, we are overdue for a family meeting. Thanks, everyone. But I can't actually leave the spot. So... KeA, but why? It has something to do with her power as a Septarian, doesn't it? Well... Go ahead, KeA. Tell them what they asked to hear. Tell Lloyd and the rest of the SS how you've been doing this for their sakes from the very start. What do you mean? Unlike the lost Septarian of Mirage, KeA has the ability to manipulate time and space as a Septarian of Zero. The power of Mirage allows her to alter causation and perception, and joined with the ability to govern space-time, KeA is able to weave the very threads of reality. Weave reality? What does that mean? Could you explain it to us without the poetics, maybe? Acquiring this ability has been the goal of the Azure Zero project from the outset. To weave the threads of reality is to manipulate the laws of causality, thus reconstructing the world as we know it. The hell? Reconstructing the world? Every event that has shaped our reality is linked to one another by a network of causes and effects. Tampering with that system would, in theory, allow you to change past, present, and future. Well done to you. I figured you would understand. It's akin to having administrator privileges on the Orbital network, rights and access to alter anything you so desire. One could even exchange a world laden with strife for one of peace. For instance, by taking this reality which prospers at the oppressive mercy of Urbonia and Culvert, and replacing it with one where Crossbell reigns over two of them instead. While only a theory, it's certainly possible. What? Even Idios herself couldn't pull something like that off. Alright, enough of this already. If you're gonna bullshit us, at least make it convincing. It's just too far-fetched to believe. Is that what you think? How can you say that when you yourself owe your lives to that very power? Oh, our lives? You don't mean that vision we had? Are you saying that when we infiltrated the Sunfort, we... Please, find me. My oh my. I take it everything came flooding back just now, didn't it, Lloyd? Reality has already been altered once, albeit only slightly. If it hadn't, the four of you would have died at the hands of Joachim Günther after he went berserk in a fit of demonic rage. You've got to be shitting me. In the first timeline, you guys never became such good friends with Estelle and Joshua. Or that girl, Ren. So that night, the four of you went in alone and Ren never came to help. Upon finding out, KeA embraced her powers as Septarian and rewrote the causality of her past. One ripple after another, you were led to help the Angel of Slaughter confront her trauma. That in turn brought you closer together with those two liberally embraces, causing them to lend you their aid that night. Consequently, at that original moment you all should have died, and the Angel of Slaughter instead came to your rescue. That's impossible. I hate to say it, but her story does add up. Truth is often stranger in fiction. I can understand your surprise. And yet, there's still so much more to the power the Septarian of Zero possesses. Avoiding your tragedies was only the beginning. The Azure Tree. Divine in nature, it's able to amplify KeA's power and link it to the world itself through the septium veins. Doing so will allow her to not only prevent needless death, but modify reality the way Mr. Grimwood described. The tree is capable of that much? Holy crap, you just can't make this shit up anymore. That would make it the same as the original primal ground. Isn't it wonderful? Imagine the possibilities. With such power at our disposal, there would be nothing left to fear. No sorrow, no tragedy. We could grant happiness to the entire world. Mankind could be liberated from the shackles of uncertainty, free to live in the pursuit of a greater good. Such potential would be akin to alchemy's greatest kept secret, Ars Magna. Bell, you can't be serious. Mr. Grimwood, is this really what you want? They say one must be ready for anything. Throughout its history, humanity has grappled with the quandary of how to confront the myriad risks it faces. KeA's gift allows us to mitigate those perils and live out the most desirable outcome. The fact cannot be denied. Even if it means burdening KeA, an innocent girl with the weight of a world. When the Septarian of Mirage took up the same duty, its heart was racked with guilt, until it finally decided to erase itself. So tell me, how in your right mind can you force a responsibility like that on a little girl? Lloyd, please. That's what Mr. Grimwood and I are here for, to prevent that very fate. It was never our intention to have KeA bear that burden of shaping reality all by her lonesome. Having the good lawyer's wisdom and expertise here with her would help move the world in the right direction. That way history wouldn't repeat itself. What you're proposing, that the best interests of a people be decided by a chosen few? You know as well as I do that there are consequences to our democratic system, Ellie. Time and time again, it is guilty of mobocracy, unable to act when its people need it most. This is the case not only in Crossbell, but in all nations. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe so, but... To be clear, I have no intention of shielding KeA from any beliefs or opinions aside from my own. I would like to request the cooperation of such knowledgeable statesmen as Speaker McDowell as well. And having Dieter again would make for a good asset from a managerial perspective. Moreover, it would only be right to ask for the collaboration of the SSS in these matters too. Opening a path to a new age will call for the input of promising young people like yourselves. And as far as all of you in particular are concerned, because of how hard you fought to make it here, you each know better than anyone what must be done for the coming era. What do you say? Will you accept? You want us to join you? Well, damn. He almost makes a valid point. Mr. Grimwood, you still haven't answered my questions. Is this really what you want? Even if it costs KeA her freedom? All things have an inherent dignity. People, society, history. Each of them is rife with mistakes, and those mistakes can lead to tragedy. But erasing the woes of the past violates the dignities of those who carry them in their hearts. Anyone who has ever found strength by recovering from loss knows exactly what I mean. If you need proof, you don't have to look any further than yourself. Lloyd! It's true. Despite our best intentions, we won't always make the right choices. However, pretending those mistakes never happened is no way for anyone to grow. There's meaning in learning from the past, in joining hands with others and moving forward together. And your plan here would scrap every last bit of that. Lloyd? KeA, please come back to us. You don't need to do this. You don't have to force yourself for our sakes. When you found out that we had lost our lives, I can't imagine the pain it put you through, how broken your heart was. I'm so sorry, KeA. This never would have happened if we hadn't let you down. But you didn't. Going through with it was my decision. There's nothing for you to apologize for. Then let me ask you, KeA. Why do you still look so sad? You realize that, don't you, KeA? It was out of grief that you used your power to undo our deaths. But deep down, you know that it wasn't fair of you. Well, I'm not gonna stand here and tell you I'd rather be 6 large under. But cheating death ain't exactly playing things by the numbers. Mr. Grimwood? Bell? In a way, the same underlying concept applies to politics. At times, one could say that taking the easy way out is a necessary evil. But it's a self-fulfilling prophecy that doesn't make it any less unacceptable. Ellie. Relying on KeA's transcendental powers for all of life's troubles? That isn't politics anymore. That's using faith and prayer as a substitute for action. We should be coming together to resolve our problems with open dialogue and procedural justice. That is the core of self-governance. We're not naive. We know the dangers that Crossbow will face without KeA's power to protect us. Turmoil across the continent, economic crisis, and Urbonia will undoubtedly come for us when the civil war ends. Yet in spite of those threats, forcing responsibility of protecting all of us onto KeA still isn't the right thing to do. If we came to rely on our miracles alone, then none of us would ever grow as people. We know what our path is, and we're going to take it, no matter how painful it may be. Lloyd? So this is how it ends. I've always told myself that my motivations amounted to more than a personal grudge. But in my heart of hearts, I knew I was lying to myself. How fitting that the team carrying Guy's legacy would be the ones to approach me in the end. Mr. Grimwood, I'm sorry. I haven't the right to so much as mention his name in your presence. Forgive me, KeA. I've misled you in so many ways. You should follow your own judgment and make the decision for yourself. I have full faith that you can do so. Mr. Grimwood. Mariabell, I deeply apologize for failing to meet your expectations. Consider this my resignation. So be it. I certainly won't object. From the beginning, you were only intended to draft the plans for our project rather than execute them. Thank you for your contributions, Ian Grimwood. I suppose this is retribution for my sins. Guy, Lloyd, I'm sorry. Mr. Grimwood! No, how could you? Bill, why? Tools that have outlived their use are to be disposed of. And just so you are aware, KeA, the same goes for you. Hey, what the hell are you doing to our little girl? She brought this upon herself. If she wants to be difficult, then I just have to turn her into an adorable doll with no will of her own. She is, after all, nothing more than a homunculus granted life by the Croix family's long-held secrets. In other words, she is my property to do with as I please. Shut your mouth! But listen to yourself. How can you say something so horrible? We will make you eat those words. Very well. Before you stands Mariabell Croix, the descendant of the Alchemist that sacrificed everything in search of a Sapterium that could surpass Ideas herself. Which is stronger, the father of a deluge that has endured 1,000 years, or your meager bonds that haven't existed for more than one? What say we pit them against each other and see what outcome it yields? We were planning on it. Bell, I'm not going to hold back. Your alchemy makes a top-class mage. Leave nothing on the table. Mein Garda, Mariabell, and okay. This is a very awkward formation here. Okay, what do we have? Mein Garda. Or Main Garda? Or a semi-organic archaism deployed by Mariabell emits waves of energy that disorient the senses. That's stupid. Good, Mariabell, a descendant of the illustrious Christ family, wields myriad dark arts and elegant dolls.
Yosh. Yeah, there. 行くぜ。は。僕の番か。
Staff down. Oh, you summon more. Great. Missed.
せろ。
私の番です。大変ですわね。そこだ。行くぞ。
Can you just not warp me around?
さてと。
私の番です。えい。
Shots. No.
おっしゃ。
Endurable. Mariabell, you are annoying. So...
いい子たちね。
僕の番だ。俺の番だな。
はい。エニグマ鼓動。シャドウ。ミステル。
俺の番だな。
いい子たちね。
エニグマ。やっ。やれやれ。
それ。
任せろ。
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
さてと。よし。いって。
おいでなさい。混沌の住人たちよ。
それ。
さて。大変です。
行くぜ。よし。
Maria, that's just ridiculously high magic defense. And her adds reduced strength. This is an incredibly annoying combination. Where is my KeA bomb? Ow.
行くぞ。任せろ。さてと、エニグマ駆動。
皆さん、私の番です。エニグマ駆動。
任せてくれ。
Yeah. Where is it? Because I never used them, the burst orbs.
任せろ。
Crap!
行くぞ。
Go through there. Oh, they're so annoying.
行くぜ。ありがとう。
マスター。こんなのはどうかしら。
任せてくれ。それ。グラッツェ。俺の番だな。
私の番です。
そこだ。俺の番だな。行くよ。受けられるかな。
さて、
よし。
こんなのはどうかしら。行きます。エニグマ駆動。
さてと。先生。はっ。行くよ。やれやれ。
Stupid, but okay.
行きます。さて。
おっしゃ。ぜ
さて、大変ですもんね。
よし。バースト発動。ファイト。僕の番だ。行くぜ。
はい。
よしやっ行くよ行くぜ行くぞやれやれそれ
あらけ
そこだそこだ
エニグマクロ
さてと
行くぜいけるじゃん任せろそうやって始めるとするかくらえベルゼルガー登場しろ
俺の番だなせいで
Merry Castle. Yep, KeA wears an emergency puppet.
こんなのはどうでしょう私の番ですドライブ開始
よし行くよやれやれありがとう世話になってるね
大変ですね
ありがとう
任せろ勘弁し
Nope,
て
I lost. I lost the gamble.
援護するよ
行くぜ
任せてくれ行くぞうまい行くぞ行くぞこれが俺の全力だメテオブレイク
終幕と行きましょうそれ
Defeat 16 enemies in a single battle. It immensely helped that she should keep summoning them.
僕の番か 行くよ。まあまあだね。僕の番か。我が信念ときらめく大金の心に大いなる絵画となりて我が前で集え。こんだけ
Of course, you to a high defense stat, or magic defense stat.
さて頃合いかし
Summon more beasts.
よし。
そんなありえませんわ。
よし、上出来だ。
やるね。
Mirage.